thank you so much for chatting to us this morning. Tell us a little bit more about Liquid Telecom in terms of its presence here in Zambia.
Right. Yeah, so Liquid Telecom Zambia had its initial stage or began in 2011. Yeah, and we've seen Liquid Telecom growing from a very small company then, when it started as a joint venture with CEC, to basically a very dominant player on the Zambian market.
And what services do you provide?
Okay, so we're providing international services like MPLS, typically, and of course IP transit, which we are delivering to the Zambian market as on a wholesale basis. And also we've gone into beyond just this wholesale type kind of business into what we call delivering retail type products through our resellers like LTE and GPON or fiber to the home.
Oh, so you're providing that kind of technology at a retail level. And how's it going?
It's going pretty well. When we started, for example, in 2015, we started with our fiber to the home. Within 1 year, we were able to cover up 15,000 homes within Lusaka. And then last year, we started with an LTE project, and we've done Lusaka. And sometime this year, in the next 2 months, we'll be covering up the entire country with LTE network.
Fantastic. And as part of the broader group, we know that Liquid Telecom has now bought South Africa's Neotel. Can you give us a sense of the thinking behind that deal? Okay, fine.
First of all, we're very excited to have had that deal gone through. You know, we're part of the one single largest African network, and our motto is actually to build African digital future. And so, you know, we've had a larger network in Zimbabwe, Zambia and Kenya. South Africa now is coming with the largest, and we're excited to double the size of the company now as a result of that acquisition. And so our view is to basically cover up the entire Africa. So we're on a journey. We've already covered a part of East Africa, and so we're on a journey going into the northern part of Africa.
And what have been some of the challenges you've encountered in that expansion? Because notoriously infrastructure is very poor in some of our countries.
Africa is a challenging environment, as you probably know. For example, in Zambia, one of the challenges we have is basically vandalism. So we've suffered some vandalism of our network infrastructure. I think we're spending a lot of maintenance costs on trying to repair fiber cuts and the like. Those are challenging situations that we find, I believe, very unique to Africa. In Zambia, the interesting part is that sometimes fiber is mistaken for copper. Copper is very popular. So most vandals go for copper, and they'll see this black cable, and all they think is copper, and they snatch it. They find this always piece of glass and abandoned. But obviously, we trying to do our very best, working with municipalities, for example, and the various communities to try and reduce, and first of all, educate the people, and reduce then on the fiber cuts, for example, try and reduce our maintenance costs. That's one of the challenges.
Give us a sense of what impact having fiber and this increase in technology and digitization will have on the ease of doing business and reducing the costs of doing business.
For many years, Africa has been associated with, for example, satellite communication. Fiber was quite foreign, but now that we've got fiber, basically what we've done is we've jump-started Africa into, for example, the Western world, because we have the same connectivity as the Western world. On our network, for example, on our fiber to the home, we can deliver right now up to 100 megs direct to the home of an individual. So now that kind of speed is what you get anywhere. In some cases, even better speeds than, for example, in the Western world. The reason is we don't have the legacy, network, which is the copper mixed with fiber. It's all purely fiber because this is the green field. And so you find sometimes you get, tremendous great speeds in Africa than you would get them in Europe, where they have to sort of like interchange between copper and fiber. I
imagine that sectors like entertainment and the creative industries would benefit from that because our people can select the content that they want and get it cheaply.
Absolutely, we recently launched the Kwese. That's part of our entertainment package, which is delivering to the Zambian market, coupled with super fast fiber. Everything's perfect. So people are obviously enjoying. I've seen a couple of people doing away with some of the older entertainment. I won't mention the name, but older forms of entertainment.
Let's not name names.
Digital IPTV is the way to go.
Okay, fantastic. Andrew, thank you so much for sharing your story with us.
Appreciate it.